Hey, good evening, good time zone, folks. Hope you're all doing well. Yeah, I'm gonna be a bit rusty at the moment because it's been like a couple months since I last did any of this. So yeah, trying to get back into that mindset. But I'm just gonna take a little time to talk about stuff first before we actually get into the main meat of this stream. First off, stream loot stuff that's paused for this stream because I'll mostly be wanting to concentrate on what's going on during the rumbles. So yeah, I'm gonna have Streamlit switched off. I do want to rework some of the Streamlit stuff anyway, so yeah, that's why I'm not really promoting that as much tonight. So I just want to get that out of the way real quick. Another thing on the technical side, I've been having a lot of issues with PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 stuff, particularly with the actual capturing of these consoles. I was doing okay with the Rad 2X. There are pros and cons to the cable, though, I've noticed. Like, PS1 games, although the image is a lot darker, it seems to run fine. On PS2 games, though, I've noticed that there's like the interlacing, like the bobbing effect, and it's really quite headache inducing, and so I've really not liked using the Rad 2X for stuff like that. I've looked into other cables. I did have a level hike, and that wasn't very good, and the screen started turning green. Like, I know some people say like, oh, if it's green, just change the settings in your PS1. No, or PS2 rather. But no, there's actually a greenish tint to all the colours, and I don't know what's caused it. A lot of people swear by level hike though, so I don't know if they've changed them at all, but I really didn't want to get burned on buying a second one. So I opted for a Kaiko instead, and it it seemed fine at first, but then I noticed that the the lighter colours are much brighter, and so you know the light colours look very intense, and it was very hard to read something sometimes. And so yeah, I started getting a bit frustrated with like using HD cables for PS1, PS2 games. So I'm now finding myself after all the investments that I put into trying to capture PS1, PS2 games, off of the consoles themselves. I'm now at a point now where I feel like I have no choice but to emulate them. So I'll be using DuckStation and PCSX2 or PCXS2. I can't remember what the program is called, but I'll be using those to emulate PS1, PS2 games going forward until I can find a an HD solution that's within my budget. Because, like I say, I've been putting too much money into these cables that don't do the job very well. Oh, I should point out the reason another reason why I'm not using the Rad 2X anymore is because I've noticed that it's started to become very temperamental to the point where if it's not positioned properly, the screen will turn purple. And I'd have to spend ages trying to adjust it. It's like when you have like a bad set of like earbuds, like the wired earbuds, and you have to have them in a certain position for them to function properly. It's kind of where I'm at with my Rad 2X, and they're quite expensive cables. So I don't really fancy buying another one just for that to happen again years down the line. So yeah, try to figure out what to do in future uh, when it comes to streaming PS1, PS2 games, other than using an emulator, which is what I'm having to use for tonight's stream, and for anything else going forward. One of the things I did get though was a FreeMic boot, so I am able to get all my saves from all my PS1, PS2 games off of the original memory cards and into these emulators. So I've not lost any progress. I've still got all my stuff for Yu-Gi-Oh! Bin memory, so I'll be able to carry on from where I was. Yeah, there's no problem there. It's just really frustrating having to rely on emulation for things when you want to use original hardware when you can. It's just one of those things. So yeah, that's where I'm at with PS1, PS2 stuff. What else did I want to talk about? Oh, Meowie, hi. Fuck you. I don't know why things are taking a while to load at the moment. Yeah. Here we are. It's been a while since I've streamed, eh? Just kind of going over things real quick. Just to try and get myself back into the streaming headspace. Nervous. So what have I done? I've spoken about Streamloots, PS1, PS2 stuff. Oh yeah, at some point I do want to upgrade all this stuff, like the backdrop you're seeing behind me, the VTuber model. This was originally supposed to be a prototype. I did this just to see if I could make a VTuber model, and I've been using it for the last couple of years, and at some point I feel like I need to update it. I need to make a brand new one, a proper version 1. This is like a version 0. Oh, embarrassing. But yeah, that's something to put on my roadmap at some point in the near future, is just to update all my assets and just make everything look nicer. That's like improvements for streams. And onto like self-improvement kind of stuff. And sort of the main reason why I've been away for so long is because I've just been kind of unhappy with life, basically. I missed out on streaming on my birthday, I missed out streaming around Christmas time, and it sucks because those are kind of times that I like to celebrate the most, but during that time I was just like, nah, I really don't fancy. And another thing, I ended up catching COVID right before Christmas. That also threw me off. Oh, and it's just, yeah, it's just a nightmare. It's just a nightmare trying to plan things, especially living where I'm living at the moment, and that's really one of the big cruxes about this whole thing. And part of the reason why I've been wanting to seek out, like, I know for a while I've needed help, but I didn't realise how much I wanted it. And I think part of the reason for that is because I was always made to feel like want is such a selfish thing. But I guess really, you need to want something in life. Oh god, fuck it. Oh, my head. But yeah, I really want 2025 to be a year of self-improvement, and I'm having to take a lot of steps towards doing that. Doing things that I normally would not think of doing. I would, I've always had to, like, ask advice from others around me on what to do. Now, I've gotten to a point now where I feel like I need to... There are things I have to do in order to move forward in life, because I feel like I've been stuck for so long. I need to start making progress towards a better self. I've been making steps towards that. I've been seeing a therapist, and they've been helping out somewhat, like trying to help me figure out like where things are coming from, like certain thoughts and feelings about like life, and stuff, and just been pointing me in the right direction of things. Need to seek out an advocate. Again, this is all stuff I've put off because I never really felt like I needed this sort of stuff. Like there are people who are more in need of these services than I do, I felt. But now I've reached a point where I can't do it alone. I need to actually look into these services and do the things that I need to do. And it's a long time coming. And I don't know if I'm going to get to where I want to be within the year, but I do want to, improve myself significantly enough to where I can finally feel happy with, where I am. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. It's just Yeah, it's been a crazy year. 2024 was just mad, and this year got off to a pretty maddening start as well. All over the world, just things going nuts. I don't want to dwell on that too much, though. I understand we're here to escape all that stuff. Fuck Trump. That's all I'm saying. That